When I unmolded these this morning, I started getting a little confused about clockwise and counterclockwise because I thought maybe I got these coils put in backwards. But then I started looking at, this coil, and if you go through the center and then you follow it around, it actually goes counterclockwise this way. So I did get them correct. So you can see it's going around like that. Because when you put them upright, you want them to be clockwise. So if this was turned over, then you would see that once you go through the center and then you follow it through, it's going clockwise. Because I was thinking those little yin yangs there in the middle, that it was that you followed around, but it's not. It's the wire. It's, once you look at the wire in the center of how it's coiled, so this is counterclockwise. So I got it right. So I thought, oh no, don't tell me I made a mistake on that. But so there's still just a little tacky on the bottom, and the really big one is still quite a bit tacky on the bottom, but it's okay on the edges. And one of the things that kind of surprised me when I unmolded it was the glow-in-the-dark powder ended up going down into the point. And then look at all the little bubbles on the sides. So I must not have my pour technique right yet. I'm gonna have to figure out why that happened. And then I thought, well, maybe it partly might be because of the resin. Because it didn't look like it had bubbles in it when I put it in there, but there's so much stuff in there that maybe some bubbles got trapped. And so in the next batch, I'm just gonna I'm gonna break down, and I'm gonna use that polyester, even though it's really stinky. This stuff didn't really smell hardly at all, but it's taking forever to harden up. See, they all have those little bubbles. And it didn't quite make it all the way into the point. But I love the drama on this one. How the layers turned out kind of dramatic. And the little shell pieces they got that mother of pearl. So I got the organic, the inorganic, the metal, the copper spirals, crystals, and then I got these little playful spirals at Walmart in the party section. So there's some kind of confetti. And then on this one, the crystal protrudes just a tiny bit. because it's just long enough that it goes all the way through. Try not to get the reflection in there too much. Except you can, when you see the reflection, you can really see all the little bubbles. So when I get the shungite, they're gonna have even more powerful qualities to them. Because having the electromagnetic quality, you know, which if you watched any of those videos, they transmit electricity. I'm looking at the bubbles mostly now, so. And a little point didn't quite get all the way to the point there. So maybe part of the trick would be to put the resin in and then place the crystal. Because I placed the crystal and then I poured the resin. And I like the way I put the little circle of gemstones around that one. It's got a little bit of sand at the bottom there. And I have these really small ones. And this one, the little gem there protrudes just a little bit because I wanted to put it on the edge at the crystal. You know, I put the spiral, I opened it up enough so that it would, so the crystal would come through the center there. So, because it's just a regular spiral, it's not a double spiral. But oh, I guess that one does go clockwise. So maybe I got that one upside down. Should have gone the other way. That's it. No, it does go that way. Okay, so it goes counterclockwise, so I got that right. Because you want it to be clockwise as it points up. And that's not the smallest one. These are the smallest ones here. And this one, the little gem protrudes through there too. Because the crystal was so tiny that I couldn't wrap it. So I put those little coils on the sides. Just, I figured 2 would be enough. I wouldn't need to do all 4 sides. But it's so sparkly. And these cure very quickly. So less than 24 hours, they're ready to take out of the molds. So this has a little crystal in it too. You can kind of see, yeah, right, see right there? You can kind of see through it, that's the crystal. And it's iron, ground up very finely iron. So it is magnetic. I mean, magnets will pick it up. And I put a little bit of sand in there. That's really cute. So I guess that's all of them. Yeah. It's got the amethyst on the bottom there. And then put the little copper spheres in there. They're actually made for BB guns. I found them at Walmart. They're pretty inexpensive that way. Although I don't think they're 100% copper. I think they're copper coated, which is good enough. Got some copper in there. And the really big one. It's got quite a lot of bubble, what do you call it, along the edges there. You see, it's not completely smooth. It's got lots of little bubbles. And this bottom is still kind of soft, kind of moldable, malleable. But I think it's pretty good for my first attempt. Lots of learning. This one has some really good layers in it. And it's heavy. It's got a lot of weight to it. So I noticed a couple days ago that one of my orchids is going to be blooming soon. You can see that flower shoot there. I can't remember what the flower looked like because they're all different. I got some new leaves on a couple of them. So they like it here. And then that one in the back is my ancient one. It's so old. I mean, it's hardly even growing anymore. So there we have it. Orgonite pyramids. When I make them out of with this shungite, I'm gonna have a couple of people that I know here that have like what is it? You know, where the mood swings go back and forth a lot, or you know, this one woman says she has ADD, and I'm gonna ask them if they would maybe just be with them for a while, you know, like put them in their environment and give me some kind of feedback if they have any kind of effect on their moods, or if they feel that it helps to relieve any of their pain. Because, you know, some people say that they have chronic fatigue and, you know, stuff like that. So this is just the beginning. I'm going to be continuing to make these and build up an inventory, and possibly, you know, when it gets closer to the holidays and stuff, I could probably make some cash and get some healing out into the world.